Good evening, warm welcome to the program. Today, with continuing our discussion with various job description for the supply chain executives, we will continue to see one more job description. As we were seeing, maybe a few organization, 20 to 30% of the organization, they have a very well defined job description so that people are able to understand what exactly the employers are looking for. But I have seen 70 to 80% of the organization, the job requirements are not clear, or possibly they are overloading the job description, or they are simply putting the wish list into the requirements. So this is going to affect the prospects of people applying for the job, nor for the employees getting the right candidate could be a problem. So one such JD we are going to see, which is also very latest, currently available in many job portals. Allow me to share my screen for a few seconds. In this series, I am trying to highlight for the people who are looking for the job what different ways in which employees are looking for their candidates and what skill set is expected and how much it is clear and how much fit can happen. Okay, welcome again. So let us see job description analysis. I am trying to pick up relevant job posting, especially for multinational organization, maybe from a junior to mid-level, possibly up to 10 years experience. But there is no big difference between junior and mid-level nowadays. So they expect everything even from a junior candidate. On the other hand, you can expect a good salary package with this organization. Uh, Coming to my brief introduction, my name is Pattabhiraman. This is my Udemy profile. I have been here only for a short period of time, but still I have 1,000 students enrolling for my program. And this is also my LinkedIn profile. You are always welcome to connect or follow me in the LinkedIn. Coming to my background, I am an engineer with a PG degree in management and data science. I have nearly 2.5 decades working in this large global organization, predominantly in supply chain. So I have been handling supply chain, logistic, purchasing at various level in different time of my career. Final 10 years in this organization, I was heading the supply chain management. In the current organization, which is known as Thoughtware Training, I am heading this organization since last 4 years. Coming to my certification, hopefully, if you are in supply chain, you should be knowing about topics and whatever certification provided by them. Especially if you are in job market, these are the certification expected by current Indian employees. Normally, the multinational company they expect this certification. There is a similar certification from an organization called DDA. They also provide similar certification. For example, DDPP means Demand Driven Planner Professional. I am also a certified purchasing manager apart from project management professional and qualified in analytics. Coming to our organization, we are based in Bangalore, 5 years old organization. We provide both training and consulting in the field of supply chain, logistic and purchasing, and our trade name is Expert SEO. Coming to the job description, today I have picked a job from Schneider Electric. which is one of the good multinational organization, and I picked this from the today's Indeed portal. I think similar advertisement may be there in other job portal, but I picked up from the Indeed job portal. Okay, I picked it today. So the position they are calling is a manager material planning. So the title looks like more of a planning activity. You know, supply chain has multiple subdomain. It could be purchasing or planning or logistics and related domains. Okay, so here the title is very clear. It is for material planning, so it looks like a core planning activity inside the supply chain. Okay. Coming to the detail, the position they are saying manager material planning, location is Bangalore, experience is not clearly nowhere mentioned, and salary is also not clear. Let us see. Yeah, I am going to take out each of the job description line and going to discuss what exactly they are looking for. The first line says responsible for procurement of raw material for regular production and new development and PO releasing based on a plan. This is the first shocker. I don't know this role. The title says material planning, but when you see the read the first statement, it calls for a procurement role. It's not exactly a planning role. But I have seen there are some organizations they want a buyer planner kind of arrangement, but here they have not specified anything in the title. So it may be possible many people who are in purchasing looking for a job may miss this type of a job posting. Okay, so it is a core hardcore procurement job, but they are mixing something here and there. But if you see 80% of the component, they are talking about procurement related role. Okay, so it's possible that most of the planning people apply for the job, but not the procurement people apply for this kind of a job. Generally, it is so. The planning people may become eligible to apply procurement, but on the other hand, procurement when professionals when they see planning role, they may apply to apply such a job. So title seems to be misleading here. Coming to the second requirement, they are talking about forecasting the material availability for production and achieving the goals related to inventory control. This statement also looks very vague. Why somebody has to do the forecasting for material availability? You need to ensure the material is available. Okay, we generally don't do forecasting for material availability. We do demand forecasting and accordingly arrange the material availability. So this seems to be a not so much highly matured requirement. Next one, inventory control. You know, many organization inventory control is not a role in purchasing. That's where planning can handle this. So this is where I feel they are mixing of purchasing and planning. But if they are looking for a planner buyer type of a concept, they could have clearly mentioned in the title, which is missing here. So you can see this second requirement seems to be confusing. Then coming to the third, they are talking about track purchasing activity and measurement, analyze on a periodic basis in terms of on-time delivery, cost and quality, developing and review purchase request and ensure authorization as necessary to facilitate timely purchase of raw material. So the first statement clearly it's a purchasing KPI, it's fine. So if the role is for purely purchasing, this requirement is fine. Like our customer is expecting from us the on-time delivery, and we have similar many other KPIs. Okay, like OTIF is there, fill rate is there. So we can also expect similar thing from our customer, vendors so that we are able to maintain our performance. Coming to the second statement, developing and review purchase request, ensure authorization. This is not clear. It looks like a clerical activity. Why a manager level person has to develop purchase request? Possibly review is okay, but developing it's all there in the ERP. Somebody is when the MRP is released for direct material, it is going to auto generate. Everything is available in ERP, so this seems to be even review is not required when they have a SNOP process, especially for direct material. It is authorized by the management to release the purchase request. Okay. Coming to the next topics, maybe if you of you are watching in LinkedIn Live, if you have any questions, you are always welcome to type in the LinkedIn comment. I am able to respond to you. Coming to the next requirement, they are talking about managing vendor relationship and assist in building effective partnership, evaluating vendor delivery performance and preparing KPI, providing status report to management on overall purchase of material. So I agree with the first statement, which is a basic role of a purchasing guide in form of vendor development or partnership, which is essential for strategic sourcing activity. But the second statement is a repetition of what we have seen in the earlier slide. I am not sure why they are not taking enough care so that these requirements are not repeated. The third aspect, providing the report to the management. Why somebody has to provide a report? It's all auto generated now. For a global company, expecting somebody to provide a report is not correct. Maybe they can ask this position to present the report and also justify if there is any gap from the plan versus actual and some improvement projects. All this can be presented. Otherwise, why somebody has to prepare the report? Okay. Coming to the next level, maintaining records on purchase price information and supplier database. Then there is one more on localization, development of alternate source of existing material. Once again, the maintaining a record, purchase information or supplier database is purely clerical nature. And coming to the localization, yes, in the current context with a lot of development in the supply chain happening, you need to get all this imports to a local source or near source. Okay, that could be a very critical activity for a purchasing guy. And of course, they are talking about inventory management, non-moving inventory reduction. Inventory management is a ocean. This can be slightly contributed by a purchasing guy, but more can be done by the other functions, including the planning function or other marketing function. They can contribute to inventory management. I am not sure why this organization is attaching inventory management to a purchasing role. If it is a pure planning role, it is fine. Non-moving inventory also is one important planning function. You should know why this item is becoming obsolete or non-moving. So, what are the terms? How we can liquidate? Possibly, as a purchasing guy, you may not be able to analyze or control this type of a non-moving or obsolete item. It is more of a planning activity. So we deal with such a inventory management in our program, and we come out with the various proposal on how to monitor and dilute this non-moving requirement. Coming to the next item, preparing MIS report information on PR, PO, GRN cycle for the system. MIS report preparation, coordinated horizontal department like planning, quality, production, finance. All seems to be a clerical activity for a manager type of a role. When you have a fantastic ERP running and it is a matter of just extraction and doing your work, Why somebody has to prepare a manager level person to prepare a MIS report? It is really surprising from this organization. And I can see there are various statements like more of a coordination and consolidation, something like that. They are talking. Maybe you can just see the wording: coordinate with the department, responsibility of updating the status of procurement, follow up with the finance department, response for daily conduct of meeting. So there is nothing challenging here. I don't know, a global organization calling for a say mid-level person, and everything job description wise seems to be more of a clerical in nature. But if you are in a job market looking for a job immediate requirement, you are always welcome to apply it. On the other hand, I request you, if any one of you from Snyder is watching, this is not the way to write a specification for a job. It has to be clear. That could result in whatever it is mentioned, because it says unposting date is ongoing. Possibly you are not able to get the right person because no clarity in the job description. That's why you are posting it round the year, throughout the year. No, that should not be the case. When the specification is clear, there are thousands of people available in the market. They are willing to join your company. Why the specification cannot be more clear? So I request people, whether you are in the supply chain or HR domain, you should know how to make a clear job description. Okay, this is not expected from multinational organization, and there are a lot of thousands of people waiting to join for such a kind of a job. Okay, if you remove that hurdles, then you need not post it throughout the year. You will be able to get hundreds of good professionals. Okay. In the meantime, I was also going through one of the job posting from an Indian organization. For example, Reliance Industry has posted inventory analyst requirement, and you can see this is the entire post. There is nothing specified, either requirement or what is the roles and responsibility. I am ashamed how such a high-fi company in India can give this type of job description from coming from a company in Reliance. Okay, it's totally surprising to see such a job description. Or are they playing with the life of the candidates? They have to be clear. So it looks like, other than multinational, even our leaders in our Indian field, they are playing with the candidates. Okay. So any doubts, clarification, you are always welcome to type in the LinkedIn comments. I will continue to do your research, bring out what different expectation you can see. Now, if you are a purchasing guy, you would have not raised this particular position, which is more of a purchasing requirement. Okay, not a planning requirement. So, what are they are looking here? It looks to be everything is common, general. There is nothing challenging, but still it's a MNC company. Salary package will be good. Work environment may be expected to be good. So you can visit our site, or you can also reach us through the WhatsApp number if you need any doubts, clarification. I am also available for career consultation. We also do a lot of training program on various topics in supply chain, logistics, and purchasing. One of our popular program is supply chain analytics, which is globally recognized, and participants across the world are participating here. Any questions? You can always type in the LinkedIn comments if you have any questions. Since this is a live program, you are always welcome to type so that any questions. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. We will see next time. I appreciate your comments. Even if you are watching this online, you can always type your comments.